So yesterday we had started our sea animal projects, and I'm doing the clownfish, and you guys are putting together these books. And I went through the cover, and then the description of your animal, and where you got that information. And that was where we stopped yesterday, so I'm going to pick up from there. On the back of the description of the animal, okay, if we flip the page open, you're going to have the source for where you got this picture here, which is going to be the picture of the habitat. Okay, so the picture of the habitat for the clownfish. Clownfish live in sea anemones, and so I just drew a little picture of my clownfish poking out of the sea anemone. And where I got that was from a book, okay, Life in a Coral Reef by Wendy Pfeffer, 2009, and the page number. So you'll notice when I do my sources for a book source, and I have a anchor chart on the wall to help you out with this, we'll talk about that in a minute, but I write the title and I underline it. I write the author. That's information you're very used to finding. It's usually right on the cover for you. And then I write the date the book was published, and that we can find on the copyright page, usually a couple pages into the book, and then the page number where you got the information. So I tried to keep it simple enough for you to be able to find the information, but at the same time adding enough detail in case you have to do a more detailed source citation, which as you get older you will. In third grade you don't usually have to, but we do need to know where you got the information from. Okay, remember that's the key piece of this. That's the key target we're looking at. And then to be able to get an idea of what this anemone looked like, because the book that I was looking in didn't really give me enough. It didn't give me the tops of the anemones, but it was called a pink-tipped anemone or something like that. So I did a Google image search for pink-tip anemone, and there were a bunch of the same kind of pictures that came up. So I didn't cite any specific image because they all looked pretty much the same to me, but if it were you doing this search, I would want you just to tell me you did an image search and you didn't go by any specific image, you just kind of did pink-tip anemone. And remember, when you guys are doing searches, you want to put kids after it, and you want to make sure I know what you're searching. Okay, we have to be very, very careful about that, okay, so we know what comes up. So then when you flip, so that's the picture of the habitat on that second page there.